Live from San Diego, this is the Fox 5 Morning News at 9.
All right, Raul, thank you. Still ahead on Fox 5, how a shy musician was able to create the electric guitar empire Fender. And
Fender guitars are some of the most sought-after instruments in the world. We know that. Here to share the story of its founder, Leo Fender, is his widow Phyllis, and author of Leo Fender, The Quiet Giant Heard Round the World, along with co-author, of course, Randall Bell, Dr. Randall Bell. We say good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
We're already talking because I was jumping the gun a little bit here. What a fascinating story. Leo Fender is just an incredible, and if you're not familiar with his story, how did you meet Leo, Phyllis, first of all? If you can kind of give me the background of how you two met.
Well, it was a blind date.
Really?
It sort of picked me up. No. It was mutual friends.
Yeah.
And they went to our church and met there. And
Where was this? Where?
Fullerton, California.
In Orange County.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the best place to be.
Yes, indeed. I grew up in Orange County, I know. So obviously the date went well.
The date, that was in November.
Yeah.
And in November, he asked me out to a Christmas party. And in September 20th, we were married on the Love Boat.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
On the Love Boat?
On the Love Boat.
It's a real love story.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Why not?
That's what I'm saying. Why not? If you know, you know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I was there.
Yeah, indeed you were. Okay, Randall, I wanted to ask you, you wrote this book. Your relationship with Mr. Fender, kind of explain how that relationship started and how it led to the book.
Well, I grew up in Fullerton as well. In fact, my mom is 95 and she lives 2 blocks away from Mrs. Fender. My dad worked for Fender and he absolutely loved his work. And when I found out that this story had not been documented in a book, I kind of picked up Mrs. Fender and I said, we've got to write a book.
Sure. That's incredible. By the way, I went to school in Santa Ana, so we're all, there's the connection, Fullerton, Santa Ana.
You're in the tribe.
Yeah, man. Okay, so this book has so many unique things that a lot of people know the name, Fender Guitars, blah, blah, but when you start going back into the person who found the guitar company and everything else, there's so many interesting things about your husband. We have some of his beautiful works. They're works of art. There's really no other way to put it. These are works of art, but tell me some of the things that might shock people that they didn't know about Leo.
About Leo? He didn't care for anybody that didn't do the best they could. That's something.
Yeah.
He liked girls in tight-fitting jeans.
Jeez. Phyllis.
You asked me.
Phyllis.
And he loved, like I said, we were married on the Love Boat, and he loved cruises, and we went on 11 cruises.
Oh, that's sweet. I meant, as opposed to the tight jeans thing, I meant like, Leo didn't know how to play the guitar.
No?
Do people know this? Is this common knowledge?
No.
Leo did not know how to play the guitar.
Or tune it.
Or tune it. So how does it happen that the best guitar instrument in the world is made by a guy who can't play it, can't tune it? How did that happen?
It's magic.
How did he first decide this is what I want to do? What brought on the idea?
He heard some guitar players playing in a band in Fullerton, and nobody could hear them. And because behind him were all the horns and the drums, and the guitar players talked to him, and he felt really sad. And so he went to his radio shop, said, I'm going to make something. And he got a hunk of wood, dug it all out in the middle, put some electricity stuff in there, and there came the Fender things.
Unbelievable. Okay, so Randall, some of the things you'll learn in the book. Leo Fender, he was shy. Well,
Yes.
your husband was
Very
shy.
shy.
He was shy.
Way shy.
He had a glass eye.
Yes,
He was nearly deaf.
yes.
Yeah.
So if I read this book, how was a guy like that to become so successful in the music world with his guitars?
I think the story of Leo Fender is best summed up that you have 2 tests in life, being poor and in poverty, or have a disability, or be rich and famous, and see how you handle the rich and the fame. Leo handled both of his tests with complete dignity. He was the same guy when he was poor as when he was rich and famous. In fact, when he had about $300 million deposited into his account, he was living in a mobile home, and he just stayed there. That was the kind of guy he was.
It's amazing, and thank you for bringing these beautiful guitars, by the way. I heard the last one is $1 million, and the one to second from the right is $500,000. Holy moly. Did you bring security? We got some knuckleheads around here. Phyllis, thank you. Randall, thank you.
Ralph,
There's the book right there. We thank you for coming. An incredible story and an amazing read. Thank you both.
Thank you.
We'll be
Bye
right back.
now.